What's going on, everyone? It has been a long time coming. I have not made a vlog in over, God, I don't even know when. I don't know, 3 or 4 months ago. We're going to talk about some life updates, and we're going to ride this badass machine right here. So, I did do one thing on it real quick, and I didn't even get my damn keys out. So I decided to flip this. Instead of downshifting, it's reversed. So I want to be able to press down to shift up versus the other way. Now, in a sense of going off-road, I might flip it back. My only problem that I have, though, is my boots. And it just could be how they sit. I don't like this. It's too short for my boots, and I can't get my boot underneath properly. I could have just lifted it up. It is lifted just a little bit. I lifted it up on this purpose so I don't struggle downshifting. But, there's times I like to get up on this thing and just ride. So I'm going to flip that, see how that is today. So bear with me on that. I'm going to let this warm up, and I'm going to start some tunes. Sure. Let's play that. Hey, see that guy? Good ass music. Oh, I didn't bring a damn charger. I might have a charger. Let me go get a charger. Oh, hello. Alright, got the charger back, our charger cord. We'll plug this thing in. Let's test some shit out. Hopefully this doesn't get in the way, but we'll see. Is it charging? That's the main concern. It's charging, hell yeah, okay. Hey, let's fucking get today started. Let's get this vlog started. Oh my god! I need to lower this thing. Alright, let's get this situated. Not situated, but I keep forgetting I gotta shift up. I'm definitely gonna have to readjust that later. But it'll do with my big clunky boots. You know what? I think I'm gonna do a different route today. I don't usually. Oh, god damn it. Alright, everyone, let's talk about today's subject. I've been gone. I've been doing a lot of job changes, but I guess things just didn't work out in my favor like I was wanting to. I don't mind giving a little bit of my personal business out there, but I was working out for Walmart truck driving, and don't get me wrong, money was great. It's the lifestyle. You can call me a bitch, but that lifestyle is just not for me, man. And I had to step out of the program, but because of the program, it is one of those things where if you step out of it, you kind of lose your job, in a sense, with Walmart. You can't go back to what you were doing. You start from ground zero. They kind of tell you that at first, but you don't realize, the actual moment that shit happens when, they're like, hey, you got 2 weeks to figure out how to go get another job. And I was all like, man, that stuff's been running through my head. My emotions been kind of insane, if I have to be honest. But right now, I did an interview for Coca-Cola, and surprisingly, in 2 days, I was able to go through 2 interviews in 1 day, and then I did 2 interviews in 1 day, because they do a weird interview situation, and then the next day I got a morning interview and then a job offer that day. So everything is going through me for right now. So just, you know, y'all keep me in y'all's head, and hopefully we can I can get something situated soon, because, you know, being jobless with owning something like this is detrimental to your health, because you're like, this is kind of expensive. Not gonna lie. So with that being said, I am back. I'm back, y'all. I'm no longer, obviously I'm not on the road no more. I want to get back into motovlogging again. I really want to get this kicked off again. People who enjoy my content, you know, I still do photography and stuff like that. I eventually like to get more into videography, but that, man, you just gotta have money and equipment for that. And I just ain't got that. You know, my priorities are kind of everywhere, if I had to be honest. So, yeah, that being like that it's constantly insane. It's, God, I've never felt jobless in my entire life. You know, I've been, you know, Walmart was my first job, and I'm not talking about too much about my job on here because it was just crazy. But yeah. Anyways, that really messed with me. And that's another reason why I haven't been posting much. I haven't been doing what I normally do. But that's going to start changing soon. I got to have a job or some type of income, and I'm struggling with that because I usually have something dependable behind me, and I do all these other hobbies just to get me where I want to go. And yeah, this reverse shifting, I might have to either adjust it or change it. I don't mind it, I guess. Like, it needs to go one down, one more click, because it's like my foot barely can lift it up to downshift. Which I had this shifter system on my Harley Davidson 48. That, and it was definitely a shift killer, that's for sure. But it was nice. So let's talk about the Tenere for just a little bit. You know, I was going through a bunch of my footage while I was deleting, because I was gonna, you know, restart a bunch of footage on here, and I looked on here and I was like, dang, I've got footage on here that I didn't even know about. Like, I didn't realize I made a whole video about my exhaust I installed. So if you did not know, I have a Yoshimura exhaust on the Tenere, and I did a tail tidy on this bike, and that's all I've done to the bike so far. And honestly, it's kind of all it needs, but with my stature and height, I think I need to lower it a little bit. Like, my boots, they help me out a little bit, but I'm not gonna lie, I don't ride boots all the time just because it's more comfortable, and I know it's not the right thing. I could break a leg, blah, blah, blah. I get it. So, we're just gonna enjoy today. I gotta get out of my head, so bear with me on just the rest of my adventures for today. So, I might stop by and get some lunch as well. So, let's just enjoy the day. Today's a Tuesday. I've never vlogged on a Tuesday before. Okay. Oh, that's new. I did post it on my Facebook today. If you want to come out and ride with me today would be the day. I know it's random, it's a Tuesday, but let's get something going. I gotta get out of my head. I feel like that's all I've been doing, has been trying to get out of my head for a hot minute, and I just have not. Another update. So, let's talk about a mindset I had. So, you know, I love this bike. I do. This bike is, you know, it does a lot, and it comes with a lot, which I forgot to connect my phone to, but like I said, it does everything that in my head on paper I'm like, this bike does everything I want. And because the bike I was originally looking at was the MT-07, and, you know, in a nutshell, with tax and everything, they're kind of the same price, except that MT-09 is real closer to this than the MT-07 by like 1,000. And that's what was in my head. I was like, well, if this has the same engine as the MT-07 and the R7, seller, big time. But you know, if I had to be honest, the MT-07 was my original dream bike. And if I had to be honest, it's still my dream bike because I never got it. And now I got this big ass thing. And I'm kind of stuck with it financially. I have no wiggle room right now to do too much on it. So I'm just going to enjoy it and we'll see what happens in a year. I'm kind of stuck in my head with everything. I'm kind of stuck with everything because, you know, when you're not making no money, you ain't making no decision either. So, oh shit. I'm used to downshifting the other way. Crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. I always forget it's nicer to stand up on one foot with boots than my shoes. It's a little toasty out. I feel like I should have put sunscreen on. Oh well. I mean, I put a little bit on, but I don't think it's enough. Oh God. It is going to be a warm day, so bear with me on my breathing. All right, woo, man, I was getting hot just baking up out there. I do need to check my Facebook here soon. I have been wanting to take this thing down a damn trail, but man, I don't want to get it dirty at the same time. And I know that's such a not weeb, but fucking, I don't know what you want to call it, silly thing to say, but the Tenere, I think I'm saying that right. Anyways, I think I want to supermoto the Tenere. Sounds crazy, right? You know, big old off-road bike with street tires on it. I feel like I would enjoy it better if I had to be honest. It would be a different machine, and you know, MT-07, MT-07 wheels, the rear one I can fit on here. I'm gonna have issues with the front because some folks are like, oh, why don't you just get an MTO front end and put on here? Well, I think, first off, I enjoy the suspension of a T7. Let's all agree on that. That is, and it's adjustable. I'm not saying the other one's not adjustable, but this one's fully adjustable. It sits a little higher. I can always raise these if I need to, which I eventually need to do anyway, but yeah, could you imagine just supermoting the T7? Fucking A. So, I was gonna pull over and I can do it up here, it's no big deal. But I do hate that, you know, I put a cover over the bike for a while, let it sit at a buddy's house for a little bit while I was on the road, and yeah, I hate that's the treatment that I got. I really need to wash it. It's got shit all over it from the cover I had on it. That's why it's all sparkly and shit. It's got dust and debris. And I know it's not good for the bike to sit like that. Forded River Shores. You know, if y'all didn't know, where I'm in, you know, down here, this flooded not too long ago. Or mainly over here, which is, man. Oh, look, a bike. Alright, Megan. Yeah, the water's a little high. Not as high as it was the other day, but it's high. Alright, let's make a pit stop. Okay, I'm getting a little used to the upward downshifting. I'm not actually gonna get gas. I just need to look at my phone real quick. Okay. I will say it's a... Alright, we back on the road! We're just checking to see if anyone wanted to ride today, but I guess no one wants to ride here today. It is a Tuesday. Maybe you'll find something down on the coast. Mississippi, sapping on that sippy. I have thought about raising bars on this, but I don't know. There's a couple things I'd like to do to this thing, but that costs money, and when you ain't got a job, you can't do stuff, and I can't make content for y'all. Then I'm starting back over again. That's the only thing I don't like about making content. You gotta be consistent. Alright, we back on the road. We're just checking to see if anyone wanted to ride today, but I guess no one wants to ride here today. It is a Tuesday. Maybe you'll find something down on the coast. Mississippi, sapping on that sippy. I have thought about raising bars on this, but I don't know. There's a couple things I'd like to do to this thing, but that costs money, and when you ain't got a job, you can't do stuff, and I can't make content for y'all. Then I'm starting back over again. That's the only thing I don't like about making content. You gotta be consistent, and then once you drop the ball, and then you just gotta... The social interaction system that we have nowadays is 100% trash. I oddly wanted to go down there. I don't know why. What's down there? Private property. That's what's down there. I'll go to the beach, fucking. I'm not doing anything. And I'm getting a nice little tan, because my farmer's tan that I received when I was in Texas is no bueno, so maybe this will help me a little bit. So. Ooh, look, is that a brother? Where'd he go? Oh, I'm not gonna see him. Where'd he go? I don't know where he went. Damn. Oh well! Get more for your money. Yes. Oh, I know this is probably random, but do I got any folks down here in Mississippi that want to let me ride their jet ski? Not that I want to, do anything reckless with it, but I would love to figure out how to ride one. Never been on one, so that'd be fun. I would love to do something like that. I've heard it's equivalent to a motorcycle just on the water, if not a little bit faster, depending on what motor you have. Look at all the boats. I don't know, I'm not really a water person, but I oddly want a jet ski, and I can't fucking figure that out. Why? And, I went on the beach yesterday enjoying. What you doing? What are you doing? Everyone's doing stuff. Just realized I have a little bug on my windscreen, and it's right there, and I'm not a fan of it. Oh, Brad, oh, Brad. Look at all that wood. Fucking, I hate when maybe it's just because I've been in my head all day, but I have not been able to get my thoughts together. Like, Jesus Christ, I was trying to do something cool today because I haven't vlogged in a hot minute. And I think it's going to be a little annoying about this. I have all this footage and I had not much to really edit, so it might be a short one. Apologize for that, my guys. That's his phone. I was like, what the fuck?
His community, and he wants a partner like Granger who does the same.
What's up, brother? Pretty good over you.
How do you like this thing?
Man, this thing's rowdy as hell if I wanted it to be.
I've been looking at it. I want something to play with.
Okay. I done forgot I was recording this whole fucking time. I didn't realize I was talking to him. I'm a fucking idiot. Well, this guy's cool as fuck so far, so I don't know what today's entailed. I'm just out fucking riding today, if I had to be honest. So he's pretty cool. He's not like kicking me out of no group ride, so I just keep on. Maybe if he pulls over, we can have a little chit chat, but it's all good. I'm just here to ride. I knew I would run into someone down here riding around. Jesus Christ. Music up and jam out. Typical Harley driver in his vape. I don't know if that's typical to go anymore, but it's funny. Okay, my guy. Little hot. Okay, my guy. Okay. Everyone, this is Zach Fry. I just met him. He's a cool ass fucking guy, and now he's trying to pop a wheelie on his fucking road glide. So let's go! Oh shit, what's going on here? Hey, let's look what's going on, my guy. Alright, my guy. Whoa, easy there, Captain. Baby on this bitch. Oh shit. Hey, today's been a good day and glad I got to meet Zach today. Real cool guy. So guess I just enjoy the rest of the video that I had today, even though I ended it, but now I started it back again. So let's go guys, let's go. Okay, my guy. I was like, I'm chilling, not him. Oh, that's funny. Traffic's so stuck and stupid. You gotta, yeah, you gotta pop the clutch, but grab the front.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get it. It starts to go and then it grabs.
Yeah, you're dragging.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. being hooligans. Okay, my guy. This fucking guy. I keep fucking getting quiet and I don't realize it because I'm just enjoying myself so much. Shit.
on Taking Over Pandora, where you'll hear music handpicked by me. I'm playing some of my own songs